When we started to come here, it was my idea to come. My husband was not for it at all.
My wife, bless her heart, was trying to get us to find a different church, and I was kind of reluctant.
We were having a few struggles within our marriage and just family life, and so we were searching.
We'd heard a few things about this church out in the country. Pastor Ron, he reached his hand out to me and befriended me. If you want to just put one word to his character, I would say caring.
My name's Ron Rickard, and we came to pastor at Richland on July 4th, 1979. It certainly was different than city life, for sure.
It was probably 70 or 80 people attending when he came. We sold Pastor Ron on the idea that there was a lot of potential here. We didn't tell him how hard he would have to work to see it accomplished.
I had just been a youth pastor for a couple of years and just came to love the people here.
One of the things that we really like, in fact, one of the catchphrases that we've used a lot is, we're the country church in the middle of everywhere. 8 or 9 or 10 communities from around here feel comfortable coming.
I would say the slower progress of patience is how this church runs.
It took us a long time to grasp the idea that maybe God wanted a whole new sanctuary here. From that time, it was 10 years before the sanctuary was built.
I found early on that these people you could lead them. You didn't push them.
It was a long process for us, but it was good because everybody got on board.
The biggest part of that challenge was to paint the picture, and the people would follow.
The fact that that Richland isn't in a community itself, that we're kind of in the middle of that, I think it's important to have somebody here that's been here a while that people get to know and trust.
There was a season where in a short period of time we had several strong families move away. That was a difficult time, that was a difficult season. In fact, during that time, I actually submitted my resignation thinking God was leading me to another place. And after I submitted my resignation on a Sunday morning, I just felt a heaviness. I just felt a real hesitation in my spirit that this wasn't the right thing to do. I gave it a couple of days and thought about it, prayed about it, and finally came to the conclusion that I needed to stay here, and so decided we would just persevere. We'll just continue on here, and now we've come out of that season, and some of our, I think, greatest opportunities are ahead of us in ministry.
Pastor Ron has been presented with other opportunities for other areas of ministry, and he has always chosen to stay here.
When I came, Ron had been here 15 or 16 years, and that longevity really appealed to me.
Pastor Ron and Kay are an amazing couple, and their family has been just a blessing in our life.
They've been there for some pretty impacting times for us. He was there when our children were born and sat beside us in the hospital.
We've been through a lot of operations in the hospital. He's always been there.
He's built that trust with people, having stayed here this long.
And this year we celebrated our 25th wedding anniversary, which I didn't think we would ever see.
My wife and I would not be together if it wasn't for Pastor Ron.
The effect that he has had on my life is vast, and I'm grateful every day for the ministry that he has had here at this church.